Hi guys, so here's a quick example of how we are going to import footage from the Canon M50. So a couple things you need to know after you get done with your video. You have your wireless goes, you're done. So basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull this lever to have this come out. Okay, so again, what you do is there's this little lever that you use, and this is the tripod that is on wheels. I basically just slide it in and pop it into place. That way it's secure when you're videoing. Then I'm going to take this lever and pull it out. That's simple. If you notice, you can just unscrew this to the left, as you always do, because you all have to at some point change the battery. So you have it here. So this case, I'm going to pull this out. This is your battery, where if you need to change your battery, there's that. And then you're going to press right here. This is what's called your SD card. Okay. So in your SD card, what you need is a secure digital card. Let me move this out of the way. What you're going to do here is you're going to put your SD card in this SD card reader right here. Okay, so I'm gonna put it where the words are facing up, and I slide it in. Okay, it's got a USB-C on one side to plug it in your Chromebook, or it's got a regular USB. In this case, I'm gonna plug it in to my USB now that I have access. The next step, I'm going to go to a screencast and show you the process on how you can access your footage, how you can put your footage into a Google Drive. All right, so here's the second part of this. The key here is to import your footage to your video, and you can do that directly from the capture card. But in this case, if you don't want to do it from the capture card, you can do it with your Google Drive. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to upload what's in the capture card to the Google Drive from this morning. So we have a couple videos that are there. We will predetermine where the footage is going to go, and basically I'm going to put all the footage that has not been edited based on the date and the time, well, pretty much the date. So in this case, I've got 9/21, which is today's date, and that's where we're going to put the footage. Okay, if you want to find it, you can just go to 2324 raw footage, but I'm not sharing this with everybody. I will only share certain folders within that folder, okay, because there's no reason that you all need everything, because I'm using this for all of my classes. This is where I can find all of my footage to where you can access it. So in the future, like for example, everything that we've done, like in this case right here, when Jaden and Jesse did their PSA, so I added their footage myself, which typically they're going to need to do it themselves. I gave them access. Okay. The way to do that, you open the folder and you click on the share and you add the person to whoever's going to be using the footage. Make sure you add them as an editor so they have full access, and then you restrict everybody else. So this is for their PSA. For example, like what I've done today, this is the first part of the demo. This other one I'm going to put where I have a student that did a how-to. And so I'm going to go how-to and create that folder. And then I'm going to file, upload, and then I'm going to find EOS Digital. Now I've got yours looks quite a bit different, so let me minimize some of so this is kind of what yours should see. Yours is going to look a little different. So I'm going to open that up and I'm going to look at 101 Canon, because that typically is where it's the most recent, the higher number. So in this case, let's see what we have. So the MVI files are video files. So these are some of the files. You can look at the thumbnail. If you notice, I just have a large icon thumbnail so I can see the process or who did what. So in this case, This is his footage right here that he did. So I'm going to open it in that folder. Now it's being uploaded to the folder. Okay, so like also once that gets done, it depends on the size of the file. You are going to have to wait a little bit to get that upload completed. But in this case, I'm going to open up another folder in the 2324 raw footage folder, and I'm going to go here, and I'm going to do 921, and I'm going to call this, I'm just say interviews, and this is going to be used on the news. Okay, I can also put the names. It just depends on what I want to use it for. So I'm going to go file upload. Okay, and this is the same SD card. So these are some of the interviews from today. So I'll start right here. You got a 7th grader, Jesse, and a 6th grader, Abby, doing some things. So I'm going to open it and put it right there. So now I currently have both videos going. You see where Anthony's video is going that he can have access to. So in this case, I'm going to share this folder with Anthony. Okay. I can share it with him. And then this other folder, once it gets done, I'll share it with Jesse and Abby so they can go in and edit the footage, because I don't need to be doing that. This is something where after you upload the capture, upload from the capture card, the SD card, then it should be done. Okay. So let me let that go. Now, so what's the next step? So we're doing a WeVideo focus. You have your project up here. You want to do it for whatever the case may be. You're going to hit import and you're going to hit drive. Now, here's the thing. Once you get this done, okay, it would be important to change the name of the file type. So for example, Anthony's looking for this. He wants to finish his how-to demonstration. So it's MVI_0742. I would recommend you go in and rename that as, I'll say how-to ANT 1. Okay, so that way when he goes into import Google Drive, then you can list the name and upload it as such. It's easier to find if you know what the title of the file is. So when you go to search, I'm going to go how to, and it should pop up even though I didn't type it. There it is right there. So I'm going to click on it and select, and now it's going into the project. So at this point, I can use that footage to create my news segment, my how-to segment, my PSA, anything you're working on. Okay. And if you notice, I'm still not done uploading it, but I got the first file in. So when he gets done with this one, then I'm going to call the second file how-to Anthony 2. Okay. So that's the process. And then last but not least, I want to show you how you can upload from an iPad. All right, so here is the last step. So let's say you did an interview on the iPad, okay? So on every iPad, you have the Google Drive, correct? So if you notice there that I see the raw footage, all that good stuff, I'm gonna hit on my login, manage device, and remove my account, okay? So you always need to remove your account, just like I just showed you. So I want to get the footage off the iPad. So this is the only way to do it. I'm going to click sign in and then click continue and then go through all your credentials, okay? Go through all your credentials to log in. So I'm going to log mine in. Okay, so now that I'm logged in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here because I know where I want to go with everything. So I'm going to go 23, 24, and then I'm just going to type in the word raw. And here it is. So there's my raw videos and pictures. So today's the 21st. I'm gonna open that folder that I originally created. If you're working in a group, one person can be setting it up while the other person's getting ready to upload, okay? So in this case, with the interviews, if you notice, the interviews are already in there where we just uploaded them. You click the plus sign, you click upload, pictures and videos, just like your phone, and then upload whatever you need to upload, okay? Once you click on it, like for example, let me click on this 4-second video, click upload, there it is, and you're good to go. Now my recommendation, go in there on the iPad and rename it, whatever you want it to be. I'll call it test. That way in the future, if you ever need to find it on Google Drive and you type in the word test, boom, there it is. Okay, so I'm done. I'm gonna arrow out, and click X. Get out of it completely almost. Well, almost get out of it. And then I'm gonna click on the profile, and you're gonna hit manage accounts on device and remove your login. Do never leave your login because people can access it. That way, everybody should have that sign-in screen just like that on the iPads.